Hey everyone, I'm making a smoothie bowl just for fun. I'm not like sharing a recipe or anything. Yeah, so I always put my fruit in here and my frozen fruit here and let it melt. And basically it's just mostly blueberries, and I do like a couple of mangoes to make it a little sweeter and a little like rounder, round of a flavor. So it's not just like berry tasting. It's got like a little sweetness there. Yeah, it just rounds out the flavor, and that's what I put in. And then I just do this. So, but when my boyfriend has them, he has his also with yogurt, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I try not to eat too much yogurt. Yeah. Oh, and also we accidentally got like these king blueberries, or like these bigger blueberries. They're sweet, super sweet, but they don't really have much flavor, so we're going back to our other ones, which taste and look a lot better too. They also have like a different like color when you grind them up, which is interesting. But yeah, did anybody ever notice how health influencers or like health people on the internet will just be like, oh, sugar is so bad for you? Like nowadays, all of these people with like huge followings will be like, there's no difference between eating a smoothie bowl and eating a bowl of ice cream. And I'm just like, okay, well, when does the bowl of ice cream also give me antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin C, and so much fiber is like still in the skin. And some people are just like, mangoes are just like eating candy. Yeah, mangoes are delicious, but they have fiber and vitamin C, and the fiber helps you get the vitamin C and vitamin A lot of vitamin A there. There's a huge difference. When I eat a bowl of ice cream, I feel like I still want more sugar. But when I eat these, I eat these a lot of days. Today, I'm having this as my snack, like with or after lunch. I never really eat them for breakfast. It's too much. It's too sweet for breakfast. But I think that's crazy because when I eat these like almost every day. And since I started eating them, I don't crave like sugar and sweets and candy anymore. I used to go to this like Just 25 all the time. Oh no, my spoons are still in the dishwasher, so I'm gonna have to make it using a fork for now. But I'll tell you that I'm gonna put this into here. Basically, I measure it out in the bowl to make sure I didn't get too much or too little, and then I like slowly put them in, because if you put too many or too little in, then it doesn't really work out. Also, people will be like, there's no difference between honey and sugar. All sugar is sugar. And then they will be like, except for stevia. Except for stevia, except for aspartame, except for xylitol, right? Xylitol is good for your teeth actually though. But also, yeah, xylitol can be sometimes annoying. But anyway, I'm looking for my blender attachment. Okay, this is my blender. But yeah, if I need to, I'll add water to this. But sometimes if I let it melt long enough, I might let it melt like a little bit. If I let it melt enough, it doesn't need water. So, yeah. But yeah, they'll be like, there's no difference between honey and sugar. And I'm like, then why, when I'm sick, does my throat feel better after having honey water but not sugar water? You know, it's like honey is good for your throat. Like, honey is the only thing that bees eat, and while bees don't have a long lifespan, so it shouldn't be the only thing that humans eat. But I'm just saying, it's very like antibiotic. It's like vaguely antibiotic and vaguely like antiviral and stuff, because otherwise the hives would get diseases and die. I'm not saying some hives don't. I'm just thinking like, this is the bee's whole food, so it makes sense that it has some health benefit and it soothes your sore throat. Really, like honey just saved me from my recent illness. Even they'll be like, you need raw honey, and I'm just like, you know what, the regular honey that's real honey, not corn syrup from the store, that's just fine. craziest thing I saw recently was like people saying that like eating, you have to eat 5 apples to get like enough vitamin C for the day. And I'm like, you can eat a multitude of fruits. You don't have to eat apples. Also, there's still vitamin C and so many other things that you might eat throughout the day. Like certain kinds of lettuce have vitamin C in them. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't put enough water. This is really frozen. It needs some water. Okay. But I hope I didn't put too much water in. Also, these things cost like $14. These things cost $14 if you get them at a store or a cafe. But when I make it for myself, of course I also sometimes cut up fruit on top, which is nice. That's always a nice thing to have like some banana and strawberries on top. But it's so much cheaper for me to just make it at home. Like so much cheaper. It's like less than $5 a bowl probably. Because, you know, frozen fruit. And the pure amount of servings I get from the granola and everything. And I use good granola because, like, if the granola's, like, stale or not good, not flavorful, it's not going to be good. I think I should move my camera down a little bit to... Occasionally, I will put like 1 or 2 leaves of spinach in here just for a boost of like iron and stuff like that. Which, by the way, other things you get throughout the day have other vitamins too. Eggs, chicken, all of it has vitamins. So you don't have to get all of like, just because the fruit doesn't have all of your vitamin C, it doesn't mean it's not healthy. Also, ever since I started eating smoothie bowls, I get sick a lot less. But you know what? When I eat a lot of ice cream, it doesn't help me get sick less. Also, my skin has just like cleared up so much. I mean, my skin was clear, but my skin has brightened up so much since I started regularly having smoothie bowls at home. Because it's too expensive to have them out. And they're healthier to eat at home. Oh, that was cold. I touched the wrong part of it. Yeah. I really like this contraption. There's like another one with a whisk, and I also use it to make matcha because, again, drinking the matcha latte at home just costs a lot less money than getting it out in the store, and I don't have to leave my house. Which is nice, because sometimes when I'm in my house, I just see upsetting things, because, you know, I live in a big city. Wait. Any big city, like, leaving your house is such a gamble. You don't know if you're going to have, like, a great day or not. Okay. So, here it is. I don't know if I blended it up quite enough, but it looks good. And, yeah, and by the way, I, like, looked it up. And there's plenty of fiber in here, despite the fact that I blended it. It doesn't really damage the fiber very much. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm ready to put toppings on. And I usually just go first with some ground flaxseed that I bought here. They have omega-3s in them, which is not like as easy to get as omega-6, I think. It's in like more things. Well, I checked the bag and the regular servings, like a spoonful, because I don't want to, it's technically, I don't know, it almost falls into supplement category, so I don't want to like overdo it and make myself sick. So yeah, I try to put a little bit in, but today I might have put too much in. I also tried to make it pretty, but sometimes it doesn't turn out pretty like today. Also, this bag is not very good, so it has to go in another bag. Oh, recently somebody gave us coconut chips, so I'm putting coconut chips on, although I usually do like a very chocolate thing, so. I love the coconut's just like a nice garnish, but it also smells good. But I'll show you when I'm done. I think this is empty and I'm gonna have to get the new bag. Get the new bag out of the cabinet. I think it's okay for now. And I just always have pumpkin seeds because like I've added them to different salad dressings and stuff like that. They're really good. And so I always add pumpkin seeds to this. They're really healthy and I think they're like slightly sorry, my head itches. I think this is like debatable on the internet, but they're slightly like anti-parasitic, especially like wildlife eat them to avoid parasites, which I think is interesting. But yeah, here's the final thing, but obviously it tastes good if you mix it together. So yeah, I don't always just like cut up fresh fruit and put that on top because that would make it more expensive and that's annoying. But this is really good. I wish in Korea like we had the cream of coconut that comes in the squirt bottle, because I would like to try that with like chia seed and some other recipes. But yeah, it's super good. Sometimes I put peanut butter on, or you can like I chop up dark chocolate and put that too, but that tastes better if you added like banana or strawberries. But yeah, I just wanted to complain. I'm gonna get a real spoon. I just wanted to make my smoothie bowl and just complain about people on the internet like lying about food basically. Like if you want to eat this and oh, I forgot to put honey on it. That makes it sweeter, especially when I use like the wrong blueberries. But I did add more mango, so it's like pretty good. I always still need some honey on top, otherwise it's just not the same. By the way, I'm not rich, so this is just store-bought regular honey. Like, it's not like local or something like that. It's not like raw, you know, and it still has plenty of like health benefits. The honey, instead of sugar or stevia, brings out the flavor of everything else so much more. That's why it's like necessary. Yeah. And the chocolate granola, it's just really good because you get that fruit and chocolate. Also, people who say oat milk is so bad. If you are lactose intolerant, wreaking havoc on your intestines with something that is like real milk or like cow milk or something like that, that's not good for you. Like, you know, there's a reason your body rejects it, and doing that over and over is just gonna make you sick. So if you have lactose intolerance or you have trouble eating a lot of dairy or warm dairy or whatever it is, some people just can't have warm milk, you know? Like, obviously it's healthier to have oat milk than to make yourself sick, you know? And I get so tired of the things. It's like people have been coming for grapes lately, and I love grapes because you don't have to cut them. You can just wash them in the sink and just eat them. And you know what? They're like, oh, it's just like eating like gummy worms. And I'm like, it's not like eating gummy worms. Because gummy worms are not filled with water. Like, there's so much water in the grape that also helps you digest it. The gummy worms are not filled with water, and they don't have a perfect skin on them that has insoluble fiber and then like soft like soluble fiber on the inside that makes it perfect to help your digestive system. Grapes are good for your digestive system. Like, don't listen to people who tell you that grapes are unhealthy. And I'm not a health influencer or anything just because I eat a smoothie bowl. Basically, I like the way they taste, but I can't afford to eat out, so I make them at home. But basically the same recipes. But thanks for watching my video, and I hope that some sugar fearmongers watch this video and maybe take a second guess at their sugar fearmongering. Or fruit fearmongers, I should call them, because fruit is like the latest target on the internet. But yeah, everybody eat your fruit. It's not the same as eating a chocolate bar. Bye.